Once upon a time, there was a young man who lived in a small village at the foot of a mountain. He was known for being very lazy, spending his days napping and daydreaming under a tree, while everyone else worked hard in the fields and workshops. One day, a wise old monk came to the village and called the young man over. "My son," said the monk, "I have a task for you. I want you to climb to the top of that mountain and bring back a single feather from the highest peak." The young man looked at the mountain and scoffed. "That's impossible. I'm too lazy to climb all the way up there." The monk smiled and said, "The feather is not on the mountain itself. It is on the other side in a cave that can only be reached by climbing to the top and descending the other side." Intrigued by the challenge, the young man decided to try. The climb was long and difficult, and he soon found himself tired and sweating. But as he climbed higher, he felt a sense of excitement he had never experienced before. When he finally reached the top, he was exhausted, but thrilled by the breathtaking view. The young man then descended the other side of the mountain, stumbling and falling many times. Despite the difficulty, he kept going, driven by the thought of finding the feather. At last, he reached the cave and saw the feather gleaming in the light. He picked it up and admired its beauty. Realizing he had to climb back up the mountain to return the feather to the monk, he felt a moment of doubt. But remembering the pride he felt at reaching the summit, he pushed himself to climb back, even though his muscles ached and his lungs burned. He didn't give up. When he finally returned to the monk with the feather, the monk smiled and said, "Well done, my son. You have learned an important lesson today. Laziness is not to be accepted. It is a challenge to be overcome." The young man understood. He realized he had always been capable of great things, but had let his laziness hold him back. Now he knew he had the strength and determination to overcome any obstacle. The lesson of the monk's challenge is that laziness is a hurdle we can overcome. By setting ambitious goals and pushing ourselves, we discover strength and resilience we never knew we had.